Let's bring you into the latest in the world of business. The JSE is slightly sluggish, with rand firmer in early trade after yesterday's flat close. The index closed weaker, with global peers mixed and the rand also softer as investors focused on President Cyril Ramaphosa's State of the Nation address on Thursday, the last of his first term of office. Bianca Botes, Executive Director at Citadel Global, joins us now for an analysis of the latest market developments. Bianca, very good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Give us an overview of how the rand has fared this week and some of its driving forces.
Good morning to you and the viewers at home. We saw the rand trade largely range-bound this week, remaining between 1880 and 19 for the most part. The rand is really taking its direction from US data and what that means for interest rate decisions by the Fed. Strong US data is currently reiterating that the US rates will stay higher for longer, assisting the dollar to retain its stronghold on the local currency.
An update of the Economist's Big Mac Index recently indicated that the rand is undervalued relative to the dollar by as much as 46%. Your view on this metric?
This is always quite a controversial matter, and every year we see the release of the Big Mac Index. This light-hearted metric really tells us that the rand is weaker than what purchasing power parity should imply. While the Big Mac Index can offer some insight into the currency's valuation, it is essential to remember its limitations. It really oversimplifies complex factors influencing exchange rate and doesn't account for structural differences in economies, nor for other macroeconomic variables. So this metric by no means implied that the rand should realistically strengthen by 46%, but it does give us an indication that the rand is undervalued.
We know that the President delivered the State of the Nation address yesterday. Is this something rating agencies are looking at all?
Not at the moment. While South Africans tend to pay quite a bit of attention to the State of the Nations, analysts are more concerned about the policies that are mentioned in the State of the Nation and how that will affect on the budget. And analysts will really focus their attention towards the budget and how the budget will make provision for some of these ideals stipulated in the State of the Nation.
Bianca, based on some of the economic data that we've received so far, do we have a good sense of the current state of the economy and its trajectory?
When we look at the data, we can clearly see that the South African economy remains constrained. The leading indicators suggest that we can anticipate continuous weak growth. But on the upside, it does seem like that weak growth is starting to bottom. We also face significant structural headwinds that is limiting economic growth. And from a data perspective, going into the rest of the year, we will really keep a close eye on inflation and guidance on interest rates as we look for some relief for strained consumers.
Very well. Thank you so much, Bianca Botes, there giving us a sense of the latest in the world of business and how the markets are faring.